Hey everybody, Spine Ticks Pressing here, and back in September I asked you to vote on which books I should send to the CGC Todd McFarlane signing. You voted, you selected, the books were sent, and now they're back. So stay tuned and let's open this sucker up and find out how I did. So I'm really excited to finally get these books back. I know I put the vote out to you guys, my audience, as to which of my books that I should send in. And pretty much unanimously, you voted for Batman 423, that classic Todd McFarlane cover, and for me to send in my Spawn #1. So I'm really excited. I'll go ahead and give this to my lovely assistant and have her cover up the scores so I can't see what they are. But before we do that, let's roll some old footage back from September on what I thought my predictions were for these books. All right, let's take a look at Batman 423. There were some issues with the book right off the bat that were they weren't going to be repaired. There was some chipping kind of right here on the edge. The edges look really tight and really sharp, but there are some small pieces of the edge. I'm not sure if this was done during manufacturing, during the printing process, that there were some cut marks, but there's one right there. There's another one right there, ever so small. And then there's another an odd cut right up here in the corner. Other than that, the book looks pretty good. This, I think, has been through 3 presses now. And the book itself looks really solid. This one just came out from under the cold press. But there's the front. Let's flip this one over to the back. There were some issues on the back. This particular staple is really off kilter compared to the other one. The other one's right on the spine. There's no spine roll on the book. But this staple right here is off kilter. There was another thing that I noticed on the back, but it actually looks like it looks much improved. But there was some type, whoever handled this book in the past, they handled, and this was one that I purchased at a show up in Dallas. Somebody had really oily hands, and so there was kind of like this oily residue. It looked almost like the kind of that sheen that you see on bubbles, but it was right in this area, and I had a hell of a time getting it out. What worked best to get it out were the unscented dryer sheets. I just kind of kept using it right in this area, just ever so gently massaging the book, and that came out. It was whatever the oil did, it affected the glossy area of the book. Not the underlying colors. And right here in this corner is another, you can sort of see it's sort of another odd cut right there. And so I think those defects, they're going to hurt the book. So my prediction for Batman 423 is this is going to be in the range of a 7.5 to an 8.5. I'm hoping it's going to score somewhere up in the higher range, but those are my guesses, those are my predictions, and we'll just have to find out how they come back. Well, here's Spawn #1. Let me adjust some of the lighting so you can see it a little bit better. Completely different story with this book. This book looks fantastic. Corners are very, very sharp. There really were no issues whatsoever with the book. There was one small spine tick on the back I was able to remove. And the only thing that I can see on this book is this very ever so slight white spot. And I've looked at it under the magnifying glass to see what it is. It sort of looks like I don't know the best, like a little mini volcano. It's some kind of an issue in the book. And it's white and it's not removable. I tried a couple different things on it and had no success. And so I did, however, find another book on eBay, and I looked at the scan of the book, and I see that there is a similar mark on that book right in the same area. Not exactly the same, but in the same area. So who knows? I would venture a guess that this book is going to grade pretty highly. Spine looks fantastic. As I said, no issues anywhere on the book. So I'm going to guess that this book is going to grade somewhere between a 9.2 and maybe a 9.6. I would say 9.6 at the highest. Who knows, though? You never know. But the book itself looks fantastic. So there's the front of the book. Let's take a look at the back. Back looks flawless as well. There was a decent sized spine tick right there, and using my tack iron and a little bit of moisture, I was able to get that out. So I feel really good about this book. All right, we've got the book right here. Here the books stacked up. Thanks to my daughter for covering up the score so I can't see them. But the first one, Batman 423, just a beautiful cover. You can see McFarlane's signature down here at the bottom. Looks fantastic. I asked him to put kind of a yellow color, and he did kind of a goldish yellow color. It looks beautiful. I really, really like it. I've got the custom Todd McFarlane label up at the top. Just a gorgeous book. Looks fantastic in the slab. I'm really excited. Now, the prediction for this book was a between a 7.5 and 8.5. It's kind of a big range, but remember, this book did have some major issues. There was some chipping, I think, at this bottom left side on the front and on the back, and then kind of at the top, and I think a little bit up there. Actually, it's right over here on this side. So those issues I just couldn't get past. And so I'm going to reveal the score, and I will flash up on the screen any graders notes. So let's see how I did. All right, there it is. An 8.0. All right, I'm pretty stoked with that. That's great. I would have loved to have had a slightly higher score, but an 8.0 is fantastic given these defects that were on the book that I just couldn't fix whatsoever. So, gorgeous book. I'm really excited to add this one to the wall, and so happy. All right, here's the next book. As I said before, it's Spawn #1, and we watched the prediction video, and I think in the prediction video I said way back when, this I thought might be between a 9.2 and a 9.6. So let's take a look at how it came out. I got kind of another one where he did a little bit of gold right here, kind of at the top, right below the Spawn title. I love it. And then I've got a custom Spawn label, and I'm digging the greens and the yellows in it, contrasting with the label and the reds. Just really looks fantastic. Really, really, really happy about it. So let's see how I did on the predictions. Remember, 9.2 to 9.6 was what I thought I could get with this book. It did have one little issue right up here that I couldn't fix. It was like a little white dot, and when I looked at it under a microscope or with my jeweler's glasses, it looked like a dugout hole, like almost like someone had poked it with a needle and then left a little white mark. It was really bizarre. Couldn't fix it whatsoever, so I crossed my fingers and hoped that it was a manufacturing defect, because I did find it on another book that was listed on eBay. So here we go. Here's what we've been waiting for. Let's see what it is. Oh man, that's awesome. Right there, a 9.8. Gotta love that. I know there's a million of these books out there, but anytime you can get a signed book by Todd McFarlane, a 9.8, and it's even a little bit of a spec book, because McFarlane keeps pushing those rumors out that we're going to get a Spawn movie. Who knows? It would be great, though. And man, I'm really excited about this. Let's go to the zoom views, the close-up views of both of the books. And hey, if you like this video, if you enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up and a like, and keep watching the content that I put out for you. I really want to thank you for being here, and as always, get out there and find those books, and happy hunting.